up? On my way back home. We had an overfill of people already, so I chose to go home around at lunch. Will be 3. And I want to tell you some little interesting facts of what we do, of things we do at OFT. First, when it comes to uniform clothing and stuff, it's separated into different color categories. You got smocks, is what they're called. Kind of like those Japanese clothing from back then. Forgot what it's called, kimono or something like that. Shorter. It's like what you see I guess Tanaka from Ghost of Tsushima, what he was wearing. It's basically that is what our smocks would look like. We got different colors. We got a red smock and we got a blue smock. Those are important because red smocks are for non-product contact. So you'll be wearing it regularly throughout the building. And there's designated handcuff areas for non-product smocks and other items that will not be touching the product. Say if you were working in a place where you will be touching product, you will be wearing a blue smock, product contact. They also have designated area where you would hang those blue smocks, and it does matter that you hang them up in the right spot. And as well, again, another area designated for items that will touch the product. Usually that would be blue items. So you got blue dumping gloves, blue sleeves. Those will be product contact. And for red, it will be yellow sleeves and orange gloves and stuff. Now, move on to what you see. If you're going there, you would see people wearing white shirts, white jackets. Those are it. All of them wear the same white coat, but sometimes they're different. You got QAs who wear white coats. They're quality assurance people. You got supervisors, and you got managers who wear them around the plant. Now there's also jumpsuits and dark navy blue coats. Those are worn by the maintenance. Maintenance also has its own designated break area. So they're basically making bank for what they do. Who would want the dream to become maintenance? There's also cold room suits, and they are meant for what they are for. There's cold room jackets, cold room suits. Cold room jackets are for the less non-cold but still cold rooms, but they're not freezing. So say you're doing biscuits, you most likely would just grab a cold room jacket because it's not going to be that cold, but still cold for you want to put on a jacket. Cold room suits are mainly meant for cold room 4 or cold room 3. Those are the negative 25 degree rooms. They're really cold, and you step in it, take a few seconds, start sniffing, and you'll be able to feel your nose hair. And it's really cold. With that cold, what you do have to wear in both cold room areas are a layer of gloves and a ski mask. Basically, you would have to for The gloves you would wear. You would wear zebra gloves, and then those like little regular mittens. Then for touching product, there are some white gloves, large white glove sleeves that go over those zebra gloves. And you know, that's how you keep yourself warm as well. It's fun in there, you know. Cold room 4 is pretty easy. Alright, next on to something else. Let's see. For today, I was put into cart wash. And that's a little area where you would see cold room 4. They're in the same area. And that's it. It's not meant for like movable carts. There's like, we got a thing called racks that hold the trays that are easy to transport. You got carts that are transported by a moving platform controlled by a white coat. They would move those carts from room to room. The carts are where the final product's going to be before it's, you know, put into a dry side room and getting processed. Once those are done, the trays are left, and they get put into cart wash. There's also special things for when you do peanut butter, and we take great precautions and stuff, safety when it comes to basically dealing with peanut butter, because it's an allergen, and if we cross-contaminate that into the rest of the food, well, someone's going to probably die and we end up in a lawsuit. You know? So yeah. But for peanut butter, when that cart, the peanut butter will come in, it won't have any trays on it because those would have already been transferred separately into its own tray wash area, separated from the rest. Basically. And for cart wash, there's like 3 settings: A, B, and C type washing. C is meant for peanut butter. You do a double C for peanut butter, which means you would start with air hosing anything off of it. Then you'll start the 4-time process. Weird, I don't see why it's not activating. There it is. I don't even know if you can hear me, but it's not a long train. It's about court and stopped. I don't know what's going on here. Worst timing? Maybe. Okay, there's barely anyone on this road. Actually, there's no one because it's about like 3 something. train's backing up. They crossed the railroad, decided to start up again. I don't get why. I don't know if it's universal for everyone American town that has a railroad. I don't get why the train starts going and suddenly stops and then moves reverse, goes back. I don't know if that's first one. Anyways, for peanut butter and cart wash, you would again air hose any particles off of it, like behind, and then you start the 4-time step process. You would start by hosing it off, spraying water on it. Well, you want to do that again, but spray on water on it. Then you have your operator, who's the only one allowed to operate the soap. He will spray soap onto the cart, and then you wait 15 minutes. And then you'll start to use a spinning scrubber. Then you'll rinse it off with water pressure hose. Then you'll restart again. You'll then, once it's rinsed off, you'll then again spray it with the soap, and then repeat the process about 3 more times. Because, again, it's an allergen and it won't take risk. That's what we do at OFD to prevent like allergens cross-contaminating with the rest of the food that won't have any allergens. Well, it's probably not wheat area and shit like that, but not a major one like peanut butter. So that's that. Pretty cool. Oh, if you do see this video, if you want to know anything else, because right now I don't see anything to talk about right now, because usually that's scary and I don't like to talk, even though I'm 18. But pretty embarrassing, but still good fear to have. Again, tell me if you see this video in the comments if you want to learn anything else about OFD. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.